from a vendor perspective, I've always said that, especially with a new product, and everyone on this call knows there's legacy providers in this space that vary in price and method. But I think it's critical that a vendor says, no, Nathan, I see you're concerned. Give us a chance and we'll prove to you. And I think if we go to the next slide, why we do that is for results like this, right? That you had a strategy. We said we can fit in your strategy. And this is the output. And if you kind of want to overview how, and we're going to talk about the point of sale in a minute, but just at a high level, how Argyle has changed both manufacturing process and speed and money, I think that'd be a good start.
Yeah, with this, the big thing is that obviously you need both sides of the house to be in alignment on the vendors you're using. Sales has to have the buy-in and the understanding of why you're plugging something in, right? It's only successful if the team is bought in, understands it, knows the why. We've got to tell that story every day of here's the why of what we're doing for you guys. It's to deliver a better upfront pre-approval, a better upfront experience for the member. Anytime we bifurcate it and say, hey, member, you're starting in this channel, but we need you to go over here and do this, it feels incongruent. And so we want to try to keep the member in that track from that standpoint. And that's where you guys brought that solution, is in our point of sale, the members interacting with us, they're getting those prompts, keeping them in that. And then on the operation side of the house, having that full information up front on a file, not waiting for it so we can get the file handed off and moved over to processing and ultimately underwriting. Having it all up front paints a clearer picture and gives that file a stronger presence than it otherwise would. And again, the biggest thing is that verification waterfall, as it mentions there, really does help drive down origination costs. Like I said, we have our processing fee that is just, it builds in quite a few of our fees, so we're not nickeling and diming our members. And so as part of that, those files where we try to avoid written verifications as much as possible, just because again, it does add cost, but there are those times where we absolutely need to have those pieces in a file. And from start to finish, we want the full picture of the member, not just for a written, but just the pull through. That's where the solution really does work for us. And when we compare what we had to what we have now, the savings on our loans is upwards of $95 per closed loan, which is huge for us. And obviously, when you have that lower processing fee, that really does deliver results back to us that we can invest in other ways in our team and for our members out there. I do want to say that net stat of 29% of closed loans, that number represents of our total loan production manufacturing, how many had matches through the Argyle platform. We don't track currently how many files we have full verifications on and integrations through. But of our closed loans, 29% had gone through Argyle in the month of August. And that's roughly 900 units have closed. That's a really hardy number for us that we are able to then, 300 loans, we saved $95 plus. You can annualize that savings, and really it starts to drive home that this investment has paid off for us as far as reducing overhead.